Hello Nigerians, today is Saturday, the 17th day of September 2022. We are live here in the teen city of Jos. As you can see, Nigerians are out. They are agitating for Obi, which is the Labour Party presidential aspirant, Obi and Datii. Nigerians are out, not because they have been given money, but this is pure patriotism. This is pure nationalism. Nigerians have voiced their grievances over the past governance and the bad governance that is going on. So they are determined to come out in mass and vote for Peter Obi. Soon enough, we shall be going out to sample opinions from the rallying fans of Peter Obi and Labour Party. King Apollo, Citizens TV reporting.
It is very important that today is significant for Plateau. It's significant for Plateau people. It's to let people know that we are here to take back our government. People have, so over the years, the Nigerian system has become an enterprise for certain people who believe that, you know, it is their right to be there, to plunder our resources, to steal our commonwealth. But here we are today. It is time for us to take back our country. You can see millions of people here. They leave their businesses, they leave their jobs. They are all here today. So today's event is very, very significant. And this is to send a clear message to everyone, to all Nigerians, that the youths are ready.
Today is a 1 million man march for Peter Obi in the city of Jos. As a PDP chieftain, what do you feel about this?
Well, I know that it will happen like this. What is happening in the country today is a political revolution. Because of the bad governance of the APC, people has lost faith. And you know, PDP was in governance for 16 years. And the Nigerians feel we will not give them the chance. Everybody now is talking about Obi. It's a very overwhelming support, I agree. But if you look at the political history of this country, this is a movement that will last for maybe the period of this election. I'm not a prophet of doom, because if I say it will be difficult for them, I might be daring God. But as far as I'm concerned, remember that you have to score 25%. I mean, in 24 states before you become the president. I see Obi as a regional popular person. I can see Obi hovering around the north central zone. But I assure you, it will be very difficult for him to penetrate the southern, the southeast especially, and then the southwest. Remember about the north. I agree, Datii is from the north. But Datii is not a political figure that will be reckoned with in this game. I would have loved to be in the support of Obi, but the history in this country politically does not favor him for now. He's a very good candidate, quite all right, credible one for that matter, but he doesn't have the lever or the political clout to control this country. Even if Obi wins, remember what happened to this guy in Kaduna. He won the election quite well, but the majority of people in the house removed him. Balarabe Musa. He wanted to make good for the people of Kaduna State. He has good plans, but what happened? It was truncated. So the history of this country, as I know, Obi would have waited. Let us have a transition, because what is happening now is a transition. Because there have been bad governance, and nobody trusts politicians again, especially the ones that have ruled before. Remember, Obi came out from PDP. So what is the difference that he's going to make? I cannot see any difference. But as far as I'm concerned, he has a popular movement, agreed quite especially among the youths. But when you come to the real campaign, when the campaign starts, you will tell me that there is going to be a difference in this game.
Sir, when Obi declared his intention to run as Nigeria's president under the Labour Party party, under the Labour Party. He was criticized by a lot of politicians and fellow Nigerians that he does not have structure.
No.
But today, looking at from what we are seeing, the young people are rallying after Obi and they are agitating that it should be Obi. So, does he have structure now, or does he need more structure than the youth to? Does he need more than the youth to win this election?
Remember, the answers did not have any structure. It was a struggle for injustice, and they organized themselves within a short period. They don't have a leader, but because of one common goal, they decided to be together, and that was what we saw at the answers, which shaped this country. It's the same thing with Obi. The issue of structure or Obi candidature is not there. Whether structure or no structure, he has a movement that is going to revolutionize political activity in this country. But when you give birth to a child, it has to mature. The child don't work one day. He has to mature. His supporters today that are especially youth, when the momentum, political momentum gathers strength, the youth will fall back. And I'm telling you, I want to assure you that some of them don't even have PVC.
Okay, you earlier on made analysis of Obi having a strong base here in Plateau State and North Central.
Yes.
Obi in question is not from Plateau State, neither is he from North Central. And there is an adage that says that charity begins at home. Are you underestimating Obi's capacity in his native eastern Nigeria?
Of course. You know that. You know that very well. Obi cannot have anything in his home state. Why we have this thing in the North Central zone and in Plateau in particular, what gave rise to it is the Muslim ticket that the APC has thrown to this country. And you will never tell any Christian, for that matter, that about the Muslim faith, that he will agree with you, even if he's not a politician. Because they see this movement as a liberation for them. So the thing centered around Middle Belt. Remember when the NPN came on board, Plateau State was an NPP government, but they did not control the center. So it was Plateau State and then the Southeast, the NPP, which Zik was their presidential candidate. So most of these things, some of you will not understand. This movement is very good, but the timing and then the structure in which Obi is running is the problem.
Jos, as a teen city, is an ancient city and a very significant state in Nigeria. There is an unconventional saying that whatever you start in Jos, and if it holds water here, it means that it will move around all around Nigeria, and there is possibility. For instance, prior to 1999, the PDP presidential primaries was held in Jos.
Yes.
And so many other things that was held in Jos. And when after it was done in Jos, it went on to win in the whole of Nigeria. And this, from the look of things, this abuse movement has hold water in Jos. Please tell us, man is not God, but please tell us what you feel. Will this one still be like the other ones?
No, it will not. Why PDP won that time was because the chairman of the party is from the North Central zone and in Jos. So they decided to hold the primaries here. Eventually, PDP, having had a majority support both from the north, the south, east and the south-south with the Middle Belt, they won that election without Tinubu in Lagos, because he had a different platform and he controls that axis. Yet they did not win the election at the center. So I agree with you that Plateau State is a melting pot for politics. But the people who are supposed to do it are no more there. They are no more there. If you look at the leadership of the LP here on the plateau, who are those? And what is the antecedent in politics? So I am telling you now that it's a revolution. People have been angered by the bad governance and the hardship Nigerians are going through. And a particular area decided, look, we will not allow this thing to go. But that is not to say it covers the whole country. That's why I'm telling you, you will win in the North Central zone. But watch out. You will tell me what will happen in the far north, in the southeast, the south, and even the southwest itself. So that's my analysis.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, for that wonderful analysis. Shortly before you go, all this movement is against February 2023. Please, briefly, can you tell us your expectation as a stakeholder, as a political stakeholder?
On the plateau or in the country?
On the plateau and also in Nigeria at large.
Well,
please, can you tell us can you predict the outcome of the 2023 presidential election?
No, the 2023 presidential election is the three between Atiku, Obi, and Tinubu. But Tinubu has shot himself on the leg. The thing is left between Peter Obi and Atiku. And I'm telling you, there will be no straight win. There's going to be a rerun. Because nobody will have the required percentage to be declared a president. It will have to go through a second stage. And that is the time the deciding factor will come. It's either Obi join PDP or PDP join Obi in the struggle, depending on the weight or the number of votes that each of them score. It's going to go for a second ballot. There will be no way you will have a straight win in this particular election.
Sir, thank you for your time. This is live streaming. As we speak, Nigerians are watching you here at home and also in diaspora. Finally, before you go, please, do you have any words for Nigerians?
Well, my word for Nigerians is that, well, Peter Obi is a candidate that we need. But from the political arrangement in this country, today, it can be after this very period. I don't see how Obi will make it. So I'm advising the Christians who have decided, no, we are going to object to the Muslim ticket, that they should not do what will give the Muslim ticket a straight win. Because as it is now, when you have the division of vote between PDP and LP, it becomes a problem. And so these people will have their vote intact. But I assure you, they're not. With their good calculation will not follow. That's why I advise Nigerians to choose a candidate that they want, but it must be very, very calculative. It's not because somebody decided, no, I don't want this. You have to look at the background as well. Can this man control this thing after the win? The management of the success is very, very important and is key to this structure. So if Obi might not be able to manage this country when he wins, there will be problem. But I agree he's a force to be reckoned with. But it will be very difficult for him to penetrate the finals.
Thank you so much for your time, sir.
So thank you. You're welcome.